everybody, and welcome back to Fandom Fights here at Multiplex Entertainment. I'm your host for tonight, Robert Parker. With me in the co-hosting seat is the amazing, the lovely, the talented Andrew Barr. Barr, how are you doing tonight?
I'm very, I'm very flattered by all of that. That was very kind of you. Doing very well. There's a storm brewing outside, but it's not as big as the storm brewing in this match today. So I'm excited.
Ain't that the truth? That was a very good one. Very good one. Storm is a Bruin in this match, and I'm very excited. We actually have a team's title match. We have the current champions, Mischief managed, very well-balanced team made up of Thomas Scully and Kaleb Boatman, managed by Kaleb Koho. This is a really great team. Earlier this year, they won the team's title by knockout, very definitive manner, and actually one half of their team is the current singles champion in Thomas Scully. So do you think that will go into their confidence going into this match that they have a double vaulted champion right now?
It'll definitely boost their confidence. Their confidence is going to be strong, but the confidence of Twohig and Tim right now is also very strong after the run that they've had to get here. I think that these two teams both are very confident in themselves and confident in their abilities, especially with one of them having that belted champion.
Absolutely. And Tim, the current Nerdgasm debate champion, Tim, the current the Full Metal Geek champion. So there's championships, lots of gold on this desk. But you're right. The team of Nick and Tim are a dominant team. They have sprinted directly to 4-0, directly to this title match. They want to take those titles. They want to show Mischief Managed that they cannot defend. They want to show them that they're coming for that singles title too. So there is a lot riding on both teams here today for the first defense opportunity of the season. So with that, let's just throw it over to the teams. Let's see what they had to say in pre-match.
Well, we're back. Last time we were here, we played Necro. This is not Necronomicon that we're playing tonight. Look, we're playing maybe the hardest team we're going to have to face this year in Tim and Twohig. They're a very strong team. We know exactly what they bring to the table, and they are going to be a fun match. Fun, maybe not the word we want to describe it with, but if anything, I think if there's one team that's fitting to hand them that first loss, it's us. I love both those guys. They're great players, but I like my guys more. I like us having belts. I like the idea of us keeping these belts. So if you want them, come try and take them. What do you guys think? Oh, you're muted.
I like having something to keep up my pants, so I very much would like to keep this belt.
All right.
Same thing, but this is our toughest fight. This is the toughest fight we're ever going to face. Tim and Twohig, nothing but respect for those guys. They're an incredible team. But as I've said before, the singles title, losing's not an option. Wasn't an option last week when I took that singles title, and it's not an option tonight. I know the Boatman and I have what it takes to retain. I know Tim and Twohig have what it takes to take these belts off us, but at the end of the day, we're keeping these belts, guys, no matter how hard you fight. So
Manners maketh man. Let's play a game.
I love my guys. We've done the 4-0. Let's make it 5-0. We'll see you in the ring, boys.
All right, so short and simple for the promos. These guys are ready to do their talking in the ring. They're ready to fight. What did you think of those promos, Bar?
I thought that they were fire. You may as well call the department. There is definitely one that was really – one was hyping the team up, and then the other one was just a team that was full of confidence and just ready to fight and just get in the ring as quick as they can. Definitely a different an interesting balance, so I can't wait to see how this plays out.
Absolutely. This is very tense right now. I'm excited to get into it with round one, which works like this. It's the traditional round one. It's a whiteboard round. It's a team match, but it's an individual exercise. You get 10 questions from 10 randomized fandom categories. You have 15 seconds to answer. You got to write your answer on the whiteboard. Once that time is up, you'll be called on. Correct answer is worth 1 point. Each team has 3 repeats and a challenge to use throughout the course of the match. Should any individual player on a team get a perfect 10 for 10, they will be administered a bonus question worth an additional 1 point should they get that right. So without any further ado, let's hop right into it. Bar, take us away with question 1.
All right, your first question is going to come in Disney live action. What type of animal is Reepicheep in the Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian? So, I know a prince. He's
Prince of Procession. Sorry.
There you go. Yeah, no, that'll work. That'll work too.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to come to Nick first.
A mouse.
And Boatman.
A mouse.
And Tim.
A mouse.
And Scully.
A mouse.
Clean sweep right off the bat, folks. That is correct. Your next question in the category of Marvel. In Ghost Rider, who plays Johnny's best friend and business associate, Mac?
Have you ever ridden a motorcycle before?
I have ridden my father's motorcycle, though not by myself.
My friend really wants one. I've never been on one, and I'm scared to get on one of those death machines.
Yeah, it's a little bit scary. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to come to Boatman first.
Is it like Don Logan?
Cannot accept that. Tim?
I feel like I'm in the same boat as Boatman. It's like David Luge or something like that.
Yeah, unfortunately, can't accept that. Thomas?
Donald Logue.
And Nick.
Donald Logue.
There
That
we go,
is
Twohig.
correct.
Good job.
That
Nick.
is correct.
All right, one person on each team getting that right, keeping this
You guys
a
were
close
close.
game.
You guys were close.
Your next question is going to come in the worlds of DC. How does Enchantress transform humans into members of her monster army in Suicide Squad? The Oscar-winning Suicide Squad, question writers.
Unfortunately, yeah, it's true.
I mean, we
By the
couldn't have
way,
had... Good.
I was just going to say, I'd like to note right now that it is a tie game.
Tie game.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to come to Tim first.
I don't know what it's exactly called, but I guess they breathe in the magic dust stuff.
Scully
I said she kisses them.
and Nick
Straight up kisses them.
and Boatman.
I just said from a kiss.
Kiss is what we were looking for.
Okay.
So I don't think I can unfortunately give that to Tim. So it'll go to both Mischief managed and then Nick for Knights of Ren. And your next one is going to come in the category of DreamWorks. What DreamWorks film features a group called the North Wind, the Medusa Serum, and a bouncy house?
Oh, have you ever been in a bouncy house but past the age of 20?
Yes. They had them at my college orientation, and when we were juniors and seniors, we'd sneak into orientation day to go in the bouncy house. That is true.
Perfect. I'm proud of you.
It was a grand old time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and I think we're on Scully first.
The Penguins of Madagascar.
And Nick
I said trolls.
and Boatman
Penguins of Madagascar.
and Tim.
Penguins of Madagascar.
Penguins is correct. Mischief managed with
Alright.
a 2-point lead.
And your next question is going to come in the Planet of the Apes. What is the name of the albino gorilla that betrays Caesar in war for the Planet of the Apes?
The Knights of Ren seeming to finish that one before you finished.
Well, it was a very wordy question,
A little
well
bit.
written. But
Oh,
it
I'm
takes-
not blaming you. I'm just saying that they.
No, I know
they
you're
were
not blaming me.
questioning.
No,
Yeah.
I know you're not blaming me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're starting back at the start with Nick
Winter.
and Boatman.
Bar, you need to get better at writing questions you didn't write. Winter.
Tim
Winter.
and Thomas.
I hate this season. Winter.
Clean sweep yet again. Your next one's in the category of fandom quotes. What Disney animated movie features the following quote? Prepare to hurt, and I don't mean emotionally, like I do.
That got real serious real fast. Some would say that escalated very quickly.
I mean, that really heated up fast.
Yeah, I mean, I could continue on with this bit, but it's not a fandom movie, so I don't think I'm allowed to.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're coming to Boatman.
Big Hero 6.
Tim
I said Tangled.
and Scully
I said Zootopia.
and Nick.
I also said tangled.
You're looking for Chicken Little.
Mhm.
Chicken Little.
I can go close my shades right now.
Yeah, take a second to go do that. Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's sunset, so it's like the worst time of day for it.
No, you're good. You're good. Just declare.
So your next question is going to be in the MCU. In Age of Ultron, while in Korea, Cap loses his shield while fighting with Ultron. Who retrieves it for him? Have you ever been to Korea?
I've honestly, I've wanted to go to South Korea for a long time,
Me
but
too.
no, I haven't. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I think we're on Tim first.
Natasha.
And Scully.
I'm always picking up after you boys. Black Widow.
And Nick.
Boom, you're looking for this? Black Widow.
And Boatman.
I did not have it.
All right, Knights of Ren is going to cut into that lead then. Only a 1-point game. We go into your next question in the category of YA dystopia. How does Mags die in Catching Fire?
Have you ever caught fire?
No, but I did get a really serious burn on my leg one year because we were in my grandpa's when we had a big fire in his backyard burning his shit from his attic.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't a good time. Maggie, you were there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Scully.
Said sorry. Electrocuted. I cannot speak today.
Nick.
Poison fog.
And Boatman.
Poison fog.
And Tim.
I said the gas that attacks them.
That is correct. We will take that. And that is a real tie game.
Yeah, it is. Keeping it interesting, boys. But we're going to keep it interesting with your next question as well, which comes in Middle Earth. What does Bilbo tell Gandalf he found in the Goblin Tunnels in Desolation of Smaug? I'm hoping I pronounced that right. It's Smaug.
Sure. Yeah, it depends. The animated movie is different. Smaug. Yeah, as much as you can pronounce the U, I'm all for U pronunciation.
It's
5,
a solid vowel.
4. Yeah, 3, 2. Underrated. 1. Pens down. Coming to Nick first, I believe.
His courage.
And Boatman.
Did not have that.
And Tim.
He'll need it. His courage.
And Scully.
His courage.
Courage is correct. With that, Knights of Ren going to take a 1-point lead as we go into your final question of round 1 in the category of Star Wars. In Attack of the Clones, besides his pay, what else did Jango want from the Camino cloners?
What would you ask?
A whole bunch of money.
I would just ask for a nice hot lunch. I'd probably traveled a very long distance.
Yeah, you need a good sleep. You need a good bed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Coming to Boatman first.
Set a ship.
And Tim.
A clone that ages normally.
And Scully.
I just said armor of his own.
And Nick.
An unaltered clone to keep.
Yeah.
That is correct. Tim and Nick will both hit that one. So with that, we're going to end round 1. Knights of Ren up 15 to Mischief manages 12. Only a 3-point game. That was a hell of a round 1. We're going to hop right into round 2, which is the wheel round. It works like this. The team in the lead, in this case Knights of Ren, is going to get to pick if they'd like to go first or second. Whichever team is then up the wheel is going to give it a spin, or I will on wheeldecide.com. Whatever category it lands on, you get to choose if you'd like to stick with it or respin. If you respin, you have to stick with the second option. Then you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. There is stealing in this round. If you don't know the answer, you can check to multiple choice, but that devalues the question to being only worth 1 point. And of course, there is spinners and opponents on this wheel for this particular title match. So with that, I will ask Bar, will you please read Knights of Ren the categories while I share the wheel?
Okay. Your categories are Marvel, which is Ren's strength, Disney live action, which is Mischief's strength. Why won't my computer respond with me? DC, which is Ren's strength, Fandom Oscars, which is Mischief's strength, Pixar, Wizarding World, My computer's being a dick. DreamWorks and Worlds of DC.
All right, so I'll bring Cody in here. Based on those categories, Ren, would you like to go first or second?
Hold on 1 second.
Sure. I can read the categories to you again if you need.
No, we're just there's maybe a
Okay.
problem, so we're just double checking real quick. Hold on. No, we're good. That's what we chose.
Yep, that's
Can we hear
We're
the
just making
category
sure.
again?
We're just making sure. We thought we'd put Trek, but we didn't. That's cool.
no. Your categories are Marvel, Disney Live Action, DC, Fandom Oscars, Worlds of DC, DreamWorks, Wizarding World, and Pixar.
They can go first. We'll go second.
All right, so Knights of Ren is going to defer. So we'll take Cody out, bring Koho in. Knights of Ren, or excuse me, Mischief managed. Your first spin is in. Wow. It lands on opponent's choice.
Lovely.
So unfortunately, Mischief Managed will have to choose whichever category that Knights of Ren bestows upon them.
I really hate that that's on the wheel, guys. I would really wish we could have went without that. What do we?
Let's hear the categories again, and then let's
Sure.
discuss it in the Skype call.
Categories again are Marvel, Disney Live Action, DC, Fandom Oscars, Worlds of DC, DreamWorks, Wizarding World, and Pixar.
All right, we're gonna give them DC.
Okay. I'll take Cody. Oops, sorry. And Bar. All right, so Bar, I will ask you to read Mischief Manage's questions in the category of DC.
Sorry, you cut out on me real quick. You want me to read those?
Yeah, because I'm in
Gotcha.
their call, so I'm gonna have
Yeah,
you read their questions.
You got it. All right. So your first question in DC: how does Marvin Boggs fake his death at the start of Red 2?
His car explodes. Final answer.
2 points.
Didn't mention this rules. Thank you, Mr. Manager. We do need a final answer anytime you're conferring. Do need a final answer anytime there's a conference. So thank you. I didn't mention that, but for the people watching.
Yep. Your next question in the worlds of DC: what government position does Tim Robbins' character Robert Hammond have in Green Lantern?
He's a senator. Final answer.
For 2 more points. Your next question: who plays Abigail Arcane in The Return of Swamp Thing? Five, 4.
We will take multiple.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, Melanie Griffith, B, Kirstie Alley, C, Shelley Long, or D, Heather Locklear.
Heather Locklear. Final answer.
For 1 point. All right. Your next question: what musical instrument does Lewis's son Jason play in Superman Returns? Lois. I should say Lois's son.
We will take multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, piano, B, violin, C, harmonica, or D, ukulele.
Piano, final answer.
For 1 point. All right. And your final question in DC. In Batman Begins, which Batman's Rogue Gallery villain was Dr. Crane testifying against in Crane's introductory scene?
Victor Zsasz, final answer.
2 points.
Nice shot, bud.
So Mischief managed, even though they get opponent's choice, they do 5 for 5 there with 8 points, bringing their score up to 20. Currently 5-point lead over Knights of Ren, who it is now their chance at the wheel. All right, Knights of Ren, your first spin's in. And it also lands on opponent's choice.
Then Oscars, that is.
We will be giving them Fandom Oscars.
Okay. Fandom Oscars, Knights of Ren as you so graciously accepted, and I will read you your questions in the category of Fandom Oscars. There we go. Okay. Number 1. What was the first Star Wars film to not win a competitive Oscar? Five, 4.
Let's go
3,
multiple choice.
2. Okay. Your options are A, Return of the Jedi, B, Phantom Menace, C, Attack of the Clones, or D, Clone Wars movie.
Return of the Jedi, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. Next one. Who was nominated for an Oscar for composing Saving Mr. Banks?
Thomas Newman, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. What was the first Disney animated film to win the Oscar for Best Animated Feature?
Frozen, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Besides visual effects, what other award was Guardians of the Galaxy nominated for?
Makeup, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in this round. Which Star Trek film was nominated for Best Cinematography?
Multiple choice, please.
Okay, your options are A, Star Trek the Motion Picture, B, Star Trek IV The Voyage Home, C. Star Trek First Contact, or D. Star Trek 09? Five, four, three, two.
First Contact, final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal from Mischief Managed. Your options again are A. Star Trek the Motion Picture, B. Star Trek For the Voyage Home, C. Star Trek First Contact, or D. Star Trek 09. Five, four, three, two.
We're gonna go with the Voyage Home. Final answer.
That is correct for a 1-point steal. With that, at the end of round 2, it is a 1-point game. Knights of Ren 22, Mischief Managed 21. Bar, does that look right for the score?
That looks right to me.
Perfect. All right. So with round 2 being over, both teams hitting opponent's choice, 22-21, we're going to go into round 3, which is our filmography round. The way this works is there's going to be a 1-point question, a 2-point question, and a 3-point question. The 1-point question, you're going to have to pick which team member you want to answer it. We're going to give you a description of characters that an actor or actress has played in fandom movies, and you have to name the performer. Your 1-point question, one person has to answer, the other person has to answer the 2-point question, and you can confer on the 3-point question. Difficulties increase as the point values increase, and we start with the team that we start asking questions to the team that's behind right now, Mischief Managed, but the team that's in the lead, Knights of Ren, gets to choose if they'd like set 1 or set 2 as far as the actors and actresses. So Knights of Ren, set 1 or set 2?
We'll go set 1.
Okay. That means Mischief Managed will get set 2. Your 1-point question first. We're going to ask you, which one of you would you like to answer the 1-point question?
All right.
Scully, you're gonna take it, right?
Yes.
Oh,
We can hear you guys in your Skype call, by the way.
It doesn't really matter right now until the 3-pointer.
All right. I'll take the 1-pointer.
So, Bar, will you ask Scully the 1-pointer and set
right.
2 for them?
Absolutely. Your 1-pointer is who voices a Pixar stuntman and plays a DC demon hunter?
Keanu Reeves.
1 point.
Correct for 1 point. Tie game. So with that, we'll throw it over to Knights of Ren. Which one of you would like to answer your 1-pointer?
They do all theirs and then we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we threw it back and somebody
No.
tied. I bet.
They'll do
Okay.
all theirs and then we'll go.
All right. So Boatman, you're up for the 2.
All right. Your 2-pointer. Who plays a Middle Earth Master and a DC talk show host?
Stephen Fry.
2 points.
Correct for 2 points. They take the lead with that one. And now, Mischief Manager, 3-pointer that you can collaborate on.
All right, here we go. Your 3-pointer. Who plays a dad in a YA dystopia and a Marvel dad? Five, four, three.
We will take a repeat.
All right.
First
your
one of the match.
First repeat. Who plays a dad in a YA dystopia and a Marvel dad? Five, four, three, two.
Repeat.
Your second repeat. Who plays a dad in a YA dystopia film and a Marvel dad? 5, 4,
Tony Goldwyn, final answer.
2.
That is
That is
incorrect.
incorrect.
We're looking for Ray Stevenson. All right, so they did not get their 3-pointer. That will end Mischief Manager's round, picking up 3 points, bringing their total up to 24.
Can I know what movies? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, Ray Stevenson is the dad to 4 in the Divergent series, and the Punisher, Frank Castle, is the father. All right, so with that, we're going to go over to Knights of Ren for your 1-pointer. Who would like to take it?
I'm gonna take the 1-pointer.
Okay. Tim, the 1-pointer. Who voices a DreamWorks fish and plays a Worlds of DC sharpshooter?
Will Smith.
That is correct for 1 point.
Good job, Tim.
So then, Nick, your 2-point question. Who plays a Hogwarts student and an ape abuser?
Tom Felton.
That is correct for 2 more points. And your 3-point question that you can confer on.
Yeah.
All right. 3-pointer that you can confer on. Who plays a Jurassic mom and an MCU mom?
Judy Greer, final answer.
That is correct for 3 points. So at the end of that round, Knights of Ren picks up all of the potential 6 points, going to bring their total up to 28, to Mischief Manages 24. Only a 4-point game as we go into the next round. This is the deep cut round. The way this works is behind the scenes, there were 10 fandom categories that were drafted out of all of the fandom categories, and then a movie was randomized from each of the categories. So each category corresponds to a movie within that category. A wheel is going to be spun based on the categories, and then based on the category, the team in the lead, in this case Knights of Ren, will get to choose if they like to keep that category and answer questions from that movie, or they can respin. Both teams will have to answer the same 5 questions from the same movie worth 2 points apiece. They have to choose one of their players as their designated answerer, so they have to write it down on the whiteboard. Correct answer is 2 points, no stealing, no multiple choice, nothing like that. So, did I explain that well enough? Any other questions for this round? I'll take the silence as a no. So I will bring up the deep cut wheel and bring in Cody, Knights of Ren's manager. All right, can we see the wheel? Yes, we can. Okay. So your deep cut wheel, first spin is in. It lands on Rocky. And I'll read you the categories quick since I didn't do that before spinning. The categories are Rocky, James Bond, Star Wars, Wizarding World, Star Trek, Marvel, DC, MCU, Disney live action, and Disney animation.
We're going to respin that.
Okay. So this is the category that both teams will have to stick with. It lands on MCU. Okay. All right, so both teams, who's going to be your answerer for this one?
I will
Boatman and Tim?
answer for.
Okay.
I will be given.
Okay, Boatman and Tim. So you're the ones that matters. When we call pens down, you're the 2 that have to reveal. So the reveal, your MCU movie is Ant-Man. So Bar, would you like to take it away with the first question?
Sure. Your first question in Ant-Man. What was the name of the prisoner who punches Scott as a goodbye ritual?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Tim will come to you first.
Peachy.
And Boatman?
We did not have that.
All right, Knights of Ren does get that correct for 2 more points.
Okay. Your next question. What is the first item that Scott successfully influences the ants to move while in the car with Hope?
Five, four, three, two, one. Pens down. I'm going to come to Boatman first.
It's a coin.
And Tim?
I also wrote coin. You can read it and weep.
Coin is correct.
Okay. Your next question. It is revealed that Louise was arrested for stealing what?
Five. Sorry.
Four.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Coming to Tim first.
2 smoothie machines.
And Mischief managed?
We said a car.
Smoothie machines was the correct answer.
All right.
Let's
Your-
knock these guys. Oh, sorry, guys.
Your penultimate question. What candy is inside the suitcase when Yellow Jacket and Ant-Man are fighting?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to come to Mischief managed first.
I could say something mean, but I won't. Lifesavers.
And Knights of Ren?
Hey, like you guys aren't talking shit backstage too. Lifesavers.
We actually aren't.
Can confirm they're not.
All right. Your final question, also known as your ultimate question. What movie does the criminal team reference when talking about the safe in Hank's house? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, Knights of Ren.
Titanic.
And Mischief managed?
We said Ocean's 11.
Titanic is correct. Old woman still throws Jewel into the ocean.
No, it's over 10, right?
Yes. So we're going into the final round. It is 38-28, a 10-point game. As we go into your last round, the championship round, this is the traditional fandom final round. This is the betting round. The way it works, there are 5 randomized categories. Once you hear the first category, you have to select which member of your team you'd like to answer the question and how many points you'd like to bet between 0 and 2. You write it down on the whiteboard. If your team gets the question right, you gain the number of points you bet. If you get it wrong, you lose the number of points you bet. We go until one team is mathematically eliminated or we've reached the end of the final question. So based on that, whoever answers the first question cannot answer the second question. The same goes for the third and the fourth question. You can confer on the final question. So with that said, we are going into the final round. The first category is Planet of the Apes. Please, in your separate calls, say who would you like to take the question for Planet of the Apes and how many you would like to bet. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So who from Mischief managed and how many points?
I'm taking it, and I'm betting 2.
Okay. And Knights Run?
I am taking it and I am betting 0.
Okay. I will ask your question, Planet of the Apes. What ape is both Minister of Science and Chief Defender of the Faith in 1968's Planet of the Apes? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Tim from Knights of Ren.
I have no idea. Dr. Zayas.
And Scully.
I blanked. I just put a name of a general I knew, General Hathi. That's not correct.
Dr. Zayas is correct.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Mr. Manager will lose 2 points, bringing their score down to 26, as we'll go into the second question that will be administered to Nick and Boatman. Andrew, what's the category?
The category is Star Trek. How much you guys willing to bet?
I'm sorry, Boatman.
It's okay. It was my fault too. I have to bet too, right?
Yeah, you have to
We
bet
can
too.
hear you guys, just so you know.
Oh.
Just for clarity's sake, we can hear you. I just want to make sure you guys know.
Sorry.
Bet to pray that it's a good one.
All right.
Still hear you.
4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Twohig, Nick, how many are you betting for Knights of Ren?
0.
And Boatman?
Good game, guys. 2.
All right.
So your question in Star Trek: who pretends to be captain of the Enterprise when the crew is landing on Nimbus 3 in the final frontier?
Nimbus 3.
Nimbus. I always do that for
You're
some
good. You're good. I just wanted to. You're good. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Nick, coming to you first. Did you have it?
Check off.
And Boatman?
I don't know, but Scully's still the champ.
And your winner with a final score of 24-38, and your new champions, Knights of Ren. Checkoff was the correct answer there. Wow, that was a very, very close game. Both players' opponent's choice in round 2. That's kind of wild. The Knights of Ren had a great deep cut round, had a really good round 1. This was back and forth. This was exactly what you want to see out of a title match. Bar, how do you feel before we throw it to interviews?
I think that this was the title match that the people not only wanted, but the title match that the people deserved.
Absolutely, that is a great answer. We'll throw it first to Mischief managed here, and your manager, Kaleb Koho. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to take you out of that. We'll throw it first to Mischief managed. Koho, Scully, how are you guys feeling today? And Boatman.
I'll just say I think my guys played pretty good, but we're playing the toughest team we knew we would have to play. No knockouts, and we kept it really close. Even going into that betting round, it was still pretty close. I'm proud of my guys, even in a loss. It sucks to lose, but I mean, knowing that we kept it that close and played that good of a game, even on opponent's choice, makes me feel really good. I mean, we'll be back. There's no reason why we wouldn't be. I think if we proved anything today, we just showed everyone why Scully and Boatman are still one of the top 2 teams to be playing in the division. And Ren can hold on to it for a minute, but we'll be back for it.
Absolutely. You guys played a great game. 12 in round 1 of championship match. Really, really solid. Full 5 for 5 in that second round. Definitely played well. Just those last 2 -2s kind of hurt. Maybe just categories you didn't know, questions within categories that you didn't quite know. But still a good showing, and I'm sure you'll be back very, very soon. After just 1 or 2 matches, you'll be right here challenging again. And with that, we'll throw it over to the Knights of Ren. Cody, Nick, and Tim. Congrats, guys. How do you feel about how you just played?
Great. I mean, we did. This is the exact mission that I went out for. So each team, each manager grabbed people this season. I grabbed Twohig, and I told him when we got on call that we're going for the team belts. 5 matches later, we're the team's champions. It was clearly Koho went out and got Kings of Winter 2. A team that's fine, a team that will contend for titles, but never win it again. They beat Necronomicon, which Tim and Robert knocked out, and then they knocked out, and then they won the belt by circumstance alone. That's it. I mean, nothing against them. They're fine players, but they don't balance each other well. That's a little clearly. Scully had to take Planet of the Apes, and then Trek came, and there was just no shot. I've said it from day one. You can't be a general movie player and a fandom player and win both belts. There's no chance. So it's a cute dream, cute pipe dream. It's over now, and it's time to move on, and we will fight. And Scully's still the champion. Congratulations, Scully. You beat Dominic Rizzi on a match written fairly. And next time, one of these guys will enter the tournament. They'll come out of the tournament, and you'll have to play one of them. They won't show up 45 minutes late, and then we'll take you on then. Again, this is cute. We run Fandom. First Order has always ran Fandom. Fellowship, First Order, whatever. We'll be back for the singles belt. We're leaving with both belts this season. It doesn't matter. It's Twohig or Tim's. I'm just calling it right now. So hats off to him. I wanted to knock him out. Believe me, I really wanted to knock him out, but 10 points in the lead. That's as good as we can do, especially with opponent's choice. So, Twohig, Tim, how are you feeling? I'm proud of my guys. I love my guys. Love my guys. I actually don't hate Scully or Twohig. I just hate Koho. He's a cocky piece of But you know what? How you guys feeling?
Feels good. We entered this call, and everyone on the call was either holding gold at one point or holding it currently, except for this guy. So, Tim, thank you for making that change. Feels pretty good. Listen here, Chiefs, you guys should remove the Chief from your name and just call yourself Mismanaged from now on.
Wow. Okay. I don't know how I can follow that. No, this feels good. Obviously, me and Robert, we did a thing for a long time, and it was great. Robert has gone on to bigger and better things. All the props to him. It was time for me to get my title back, and Nick is the best person to do that with. Cody helping us along the way. Maggie behind the scenes helping us too. It's 100% a joint effort. But again, this could have gone really any other way. We studied a lot. Round one had me spooked, but in the end, it went. I apologize for things I said on the call. I'm heated in the moment. You guys know that, but I do. Congrats to Scully on being the singles champ, because that was a great match last week. I know you guys will be back for another match soon, but we're not giving these up anytime soon. That's for sure.
I have one quick question. Any words to anyone who is coming to challenge you for that title?
Good luck. Good luck.
Mischief Managed will knock you out, and we basically just knocked them out. So
yeah, Mischief Managed is the second best team in this division, like by a large margin. You can say Ascendant all you want, but Koho is literally has a huge backpack to carry Cam up that mountain, because Cam knows YA and nothing else. So Mischief Managed is by far the best team, and they still finished 10 points under us today. So it doesn't matter. You can try to start watching movies now. You can start studying. You can get somewhat better. But guess what? We're not stopping. We don't win the belts and just sit in the back and not watch these movies. We're watching these movies and we're studying.
Also, though, there are some teams out there that have watched Ant-Man and the Wasp recently. So we don't want to discount any team that may have recently watched Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Actually, I do want a team. The Riders of Brohan. Please, you told us we'd be chasing you. We were supposed to chase you as the Two Towers. We want to chase you as now the Riders of Brohan. Please, beat whoever you have to beat. Come join us, because we would love to have you in another match so you can misplay a match. So we can just knock you out again in a different name.
All right.
Bad name.
The Knights of Ren, obviously, very, very many congrats to you guys for winning the title. Many hats off to Mischief Managed as well for playing truly a very, very good game. But yeah, your new fandom team champions are the Knights of Ren. That was a hell of a match, Bar.
Yeah, absolutely. It was very close throughout most of it. And then Knights of Ren just found that lane that they could pass through, and they took it to their advantage. But nothing to take away, nothing from Mischief Managed. They still played a game that would have beaten literally almost any other team on almost any other day.
Absolutely. So with that, this has been Andrew Barr. That's been Andrew Barr. I've been Robert Parker.
I'm Robert Parker.
These have been your teams. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time on Fandom Fights, and take care.